Super Toast by Instinct.
Sou Patrícia Silva da Instinct e na Web Summit entrevistei Dominique Piotet, CEO e cofundador da Humanitarian Innovative Technologies. Esta ONG ucraniana tem como missão apoiar causas humanitárias através de soluções tecnológicas inovadoras. Nesta entrevista, Dominique Piotet revela como a impressão 3D está a ser utilizada para construir uma escola na cidade de Lviv, na Ucrânia, e dá-nos uma visão sobre o ecossistema de inovação ucraniano. Esta entrevista foi realizada em inglês e pode ser consultada em português em supertoast.pt. A conversa decorreu na zona de exposição da Web Summit e por isso há um natural ruído de fundo.
Super Toast at Web Summit.
Let's start at the beginning. How was HIT born?
So really the idea of HIT is how can we bring technology to build good things, especially for Ukraine, because we started from Ukraine and we decided to start with rebuilding buildings using 3D printing technology for building. So right now we are actually printing a school in Lviv, which is at the western border of Ukraine, because a lot of people are being displaced, and we want to build buildings that are going to last. So 3D printing technology are great because we can use cement. So we're building real wall, real houses, and we're going to scale this in Ukraine. And this is what we do.
And what are the main advantages of 3D printing technology?
There's a lot. The first one is it's fast. So you can print a 100 square meter house in between 24 to 72 hours. So you can do it really fast, including printing the foundation and the roof. The second thing is if it's well done, it uses less materials, so it's green and it's more sustainable. The third thing is you don't need as many people to build. You need really two people to operate the printer, and you can print a house. So many advantages: quicker, greener, less people, less materials. So yeah, very useful.
Do you think the success of this initiative could lead to the construction of different buildings, like homes, for example, or infrastructure?
Yes, so with the current technology we're using, it's a company from Denmark called Cobod, which is a leader in 3D printing buildings. You can print buildings up to 3 stories, and there's no limitation because you move the printer and you can print as much as you want. We also starting to imagine that you could use 3D printing technology to print bridges. And you know, a lot of bridges have been destroyed in Ukraine during the war, and so we could use printers to reprint those bridges.
So how do you foresee the growth of 3D printing technology industry worldwide in the next years?
I think you know, for construction we are at the beginning of a revolution. We need to use better technology to build. I mean, when I look at the US where I live, we've been building houses and building the same way for centuries. We're not using really new technology to build new buildings. We need to build buildings that are more efficient, more energy efficient, because today our buildings are really poor in the way they are using energy. We need to build stronger, faster, and we really need to bring smart technology, like smart home technology, within the buildings. And this is just the beginning.
Besides construction, what other kind of contribution is HIT given to respond to people's needs in Ukraine?
Yes, so actually we started by really helping refugees, and that was our first action was to help refugees. Our second program is to bring food, to deliver food to the front line. So right now we're delivering more than 5,000 tons of food a month. It feeds almost 300,000 people every day. So we have a warehouse. We have 60 people on the ground just doing that. But we see this as something needed. But this is not tech, and we want to have a more long-term impact. And so this is why we're bringing tech, all the tech to what we're doing at HIT. But yeah, many things needs to be done, and it's the beginning of a story.
Can you tell us more about the tech ecosystem in Ukraine?
Yes, I think this is something people are really discovering. People knew that Ukrainians were good in tech. It was something well known, but people didn't know that they were that good in tech. And basically what we see today is the boost of that ecosystem, that Ukrainian ecosystem, that is really showing not only that they have great startup, extremely resilient. 85% of the startup that were existing before the war are still existing. So that's kind of the normal death rate of any startup ecosystem. Like you lose 10, 15, 20%, we're still at the same. This is an ecosystem that is still growing 20% every year. And even with the war, this is still growing. So we really see the contribution of the tech ecosystem, including in doing the war. For example, Ukrainians are using 3D technology to modify drones, to go on the field and to attack Russians with highly modified drones, just using 3D printing technology. So it's really a mind-blowing ecosystem, and I think this is going to be a huge part of the reconstruction of Ukraine.
Let's end with a personal question. Yes. What's motivated you to join Humanitarian Aid?
Well, I've been living in Ukraine for almost 4 years. I was building the tech ecosystem of Ukraine, and I had to do something. I had to help. I had to support my friends. They're really my friends. It's almost my third country. I'm French and American, and I feel like I'm Ukrainian now.
Well, it's been a pleasure to interview you. Thank you so much, Dominique.
Thank you so much.
Super Toast é um projeto editorial da Instinct que distribui o futuro hoje para preparar as empresas para o amanhã.